up, YouTube? It's your boy Prince Kadash coming at y'all again with another video, man. And today, man, I got some more geared towards social skills today, man. The reason I'm making this is because I want to double back off of my last video, the building blocks of sexual charisma. And I mentioned a mouthpiece in there, and the mouthpiece comes with just having social skills, because that's the main thing, just being able to hold a conversation and you being interactive with others is the criteria and the foundation behind a mouthpiece, right? And that can be developed. And there's certain spots and certain places in which I want to talk about with y'all today that will really help y'all develop social skills, man, because I told y'all in the past that when I first got out of high school, I'm still more of a to myself person, more of an introverted person, but I'm social. I'm definitely social, but I'm still closed off in a sense, like I'm to myself. I do my own thing, and people come talk to me. It's rare that I go on my way and talk to people, but I do sometimes, right? But there's certain places you can go, for y'all young guys, just y'all guys that don't know, that y'all may be closed off. Y'all got social anxiety. Y'all don't know what to say or what to do, man. You can go to certain places, man. And one of the first places I'm gonna mention is just the club. The club is one of the greatest places that you can go just as a beginner, man. That's where I went. That's where my brothers and his friends took me whenever I had to get out my whole shell of being to myself. I used to always work on cars. I used to always, just be to myself. I didn't drink, I didn't do anything. And, that's where I started. I started there. I started talking to people there. I started approaching women there. At first, I used to be scared to approach the women and talk to people, but I actually started talking to them at the club, right? And the reason I said a club is very great is because no matter if you're on the street, no matter if you're going to a bar, no matter if you're going to a club with just a bar, there's going to be tons of people in there. And with tons of people in there, it's undeniable that you don't talk to nobody, unless only reason you're not gonna talk to somebody is if you choosing not to, or it's a club to where somebody not gonna come talk to you because you may look mean, or you may be looking unapproachable or something. You look like you got a bad vibe about you. If you go in there, you cool, man. You step in there, you doing your own thing, man. People will come talk to you. If you don't know how to go talk to them, they'll come talk to you. I remember this one time, man. I was at this club. I was at this job, man. This was about 2 years ago, man. I had me a good job, man, making a lot of money there, And one time, me and my boy, because I know him from high school, he started working out there with me, right? And he was like, man, we need to shoot out of town one time. We need to shoot out of town, because I was real big on, just focusing on myself, like I am now. And, but I had a drinking problem back then, And, one day we just shot out of town, man. We said, man, we finna go out of town, man. We finna go to the club and stuff. Have some fun, have a good time, right? And we shot out of town, man. It took us about an hour to get down there. And we went into this club because we was on the strip. We was looking like we was jumping in the clubs, and some of the clubs was like, nah, this ain't the vibe, this ain't the vibe. But we found this one club. It wasn't like blocked off with no doors. Like you can just look in and you can see the bar, the floor, the accessories inside, the entertainment inside. And I'm like, let's go in there. That hell look live. It looked clean in there and everything. So we go in there, and it's not a huge club. It was a good sized club. It was a little mid-sized club. And we went in there, people in there, they jamming, man. It's a clean club, man. They got good drinks. They got a nice, a nice bar section that look nice, look clean and stuff. And they got this basketball game inside there. They got a bull ride. They got a karaoke. They got this little section to where people sit down. They got a photo booth. They got a couple of things in there, right? To where people can interact with each other and stuff, and laugh and joke around. So I remember we went in there, man. Me used to play basketball and stuff. When we went in there, we just shooting around. We wasn't really talking to people. We just to ourselves. He kind of was more talkative because he just more talkative, right? Me, I was just shooting basketball and stuff, and people would start coming up to us when they seen we was having a good time, because we was playing against each other at first. And guys is coming over there. Their girlfriends coming over there watching us. they even asked them to play against us, and we played against dudes' girlfriends. We played against the dudes' girlfriends' the dudes' girlfriends' friends. We played against all types of people up in there, you know. And we was drinking, we was having fun. It was a fun time, you know. And we wasn't expecting people to come up to us. They just came up to us because we in a club and they see we having fun, you know. And I remember this one time, you know, there was this very pretty light-skinned girl. She was like 5'2". She was like 5'2". And, you know, this when I first started working out, you know, in 2020. But it was after COVID. After COVID, you know, late 2020. Late 2020. You know, she came up to me and she was like, I want to play against you. And she was fine, too. She was fine. You know, I'm like, what the hell is this? You know, and I was like, come on, let's play. You know, and she had a boyfriend. The boyfriend didn't care. He was cool. And, you know, she was actually good. She actually beat me a few times, man. You know, I was still drunk and stuff. I wasn't drunk, but I was a little buzzed, and, you know, my arms were sore, so my shot was off, you know. But she still beat me, and she was actually good. She was actually some competition, you know. Even if I really turned it on and really started shooting for real, she still probably would have beat me one of those times, you know. But I ended up beating her and stuff, and she beat me a few times, and I'm like, you real good, man. You used to play ball in high school? And I think she said she did and stuff. And I'm like, you know, I started a conversation with her, and I was just chopping it up with her, you know, and I was just talking to her about that. I'm like, you good and stuff. You real good at this, right? And, you know, she was more flirtatious with me and stuff. And I'm like, she got a dude? Because she was real flirtatious, you know? And, you know, he was just sitting back there chilling. He was vibing. He was cool. He ain't really trip, you know, and that was cool. But, you know, people come up to you in those environments, right? And, you know, after we finished, you know, I had some free drinks, and, you know, I was already drinking and shit. I was like, man, I'm done, you know, for the night. And, you know, I tipped the bartender, and, you know, the dude was like, man, whenever you're ready, just come back and let me know, man. I got you on these free drinks, 2 free drinks, right? So I said, hey, I'm just gonna go ahead and give it to them. You know, there was some cool people. Him and his girl, they was real cool. You know, there wasn't on no drama, there wasn't on no bullshit. So, you know, I told the bartender, I was like, hey, no, I got 2 people right here. I had told them, I said, hey, I got 2 drinks. You know, y'all can have them. Go, just let them know what y'all want. You know, and, you know, they went up and, you know, they got their drinks, and they was like, hey, thank you, man. That was nice of you, man, and stuff like that. You don't have to do that. I'm like, nah, y'all cool, man. Y'all some cool people, man. And, you know, I gave them the drinks, you know, because I was finished with them. But, you know, going to places like that, going to the gym, talking to people, going to the gym and people coming up talking to you, going to a little event or a function, a pool hall, an event in your city, you know, to where people gather around. That's where you're going to get social skills, because people, if you're not going to talk, they're going to come talk to you, you know. If you look open to it, they're going to come talk to you, you know. And that's where you can learn that. You can learn to interact with, deal with people if you're not experienced with that, man. And it all really just boils down to you getting out there and you talking and practicing with people, and then it'll become second nature. And then it'll go into you developing the mouthpiece to where you can talk. And the mouthpiece is just you reading what the woman is saying and you following up and you saying it in a certain way, in a certain tone, and the way that you talking at the woman. That's just the mouthpiece aspect of it. But it all starts and it all stems from you just having social skills. So you have to develop those, and you got to go to those places. You can't be introverted. You can't just be in a cocoon to where you don't even talk to people, you don't look at people, you don't even go around people, you stay in the house all day. That's not gonna get you no social skills, you know? You gotta get out there, man, and you gotta practice, you know? So get out there and, you know, look for those spots to where it's a lot of people there. And, you know, even for the guys that hate being around a lot of people like myself, I don't like being around a lot of people, but, you know, there's certain spots, man, to where there's cool vibes when there's still, you know, a good amount of people there, and just straight cool vibes, you know? And, you know, the club is one of them. The gym is one of them. You know, it's a lot of places. So get out there. That's all I can tell y'all. Get out there and go practice. But, you know, I hope that really helped y'all. I hope that really helped y'all guys that's, you know, not as social and don't talk a lot to people and don't know how to hold a conversation. Just get out there and talk and practice. You know, they don't know you. They don't know what you about, you know. You may mess up, so you still got out there and you still practicing. And over time, with anything that you do, you're going to get better at it. So practice and get out there, all right? But that'll be it for today, man. That's all I really have for y'all today, man. And y'all have a good day, man. You know, appreciate the support, man. But anyway, man, peace. I'm gone.